Meraqi has been my dream project. It's my dream course. I think it obviously came from what I wanted to have a space like this when I was growing up as an artist. And I always thought there's so much more than the beautiful and rich, vast technique bank of any dance form. I knew that there is so much to look into and locate in our bodies as dancers before we share. So what if we can just go that extra mile and find that element? I'm sure there's more than one. What if the politics of the world affects me as a dancer? What if my intellect does not find a space and I want it to? What if there can be an academic approach to dancing? What if I can go and heal myself in the journey of dance and then share?
Studying the golden era is almost like a lost art now. It's very important that Oriental dancers study about the golden age, the golden era, not just in terms of history, but also understanding the work that the dancers were doing back then is what made them unique, which is sometimes a problem in the current age where dancers are trained to really look and perform the same way. The golden era, the study of golden era adds a lot of dynamism and dramatics to the body language of Oriental dancers. It's very significant in terms of history, but also the way it adds the richness into the dancer's body. We're actually studying 11 golden era dancers, and we are focusing in terms of movement repertoire on Katie, Samya Gamal, Tahia Carioca, and the fourth one is the choice of the students. Samya is really significant. She's the one who took Oriental dance and made it so popular in the Western world. She has worked in so many Bollywood films, and her story is also very interesting, the way she started dancing, how she made it possible and how she made it happen for herself. She also has left a huge impact in the mindset of people watching Bellydance and has been one of the first people to stay away from that terminology and say that the dance form is beyond the belly or hip work. So she prefers being called an Oriental Middle Eastern Rakshaki dancer, and we're trying to understand what that means to us so many years later in another country altogether, and how we identify with those identities and what is the problem that is associated with those identities in our context, in our time and age. coolest Bellydance students I've ever had. Same Kamal style. So yeah, that's the end semester show that we're going to have, which is a complete golden era tribute thing. So I hope you're excited.
Yes. An artist is one that is beyond a dancer. Technique is so important, but only technique makes us a machine. Where is the me in the rugs? Where is your story? What is your story? What if your story has been that of loss, sorrow, rejection of the self? How will we share vulnerabilities, deep poetry, unless we embrace our own vulnerabilities? Unless we are willing to tear ourselves apart, peel each layer of the skin, go deep inside, and then hug the person that we are. The safe space that the dancers created amongst themselves and within themselves will truly serve as the only safe space that they will ever need to know that they are enough as artists. The semester has been one of the deepest work that the dancers have entered into. Not just sharing their vulnerabilities with each other, but also accepting deep scars from within and our past, which we all carry. They don't always have to be glorified and valorized. They can sometimes just be that and still find space when we choose to share and dance. Through techniques and modalities of dance movement therapy, psychology, the dancers have been able to really take a very brave step forward in embracing themselves, accepting their journeys, sometimes just staying with the anxiety, and knowing that everything can be art.
So yeah, what has DMT helped you with?
DMT has helped me with understanding myself a little more than I did. DMT activities really helped me unwrap the emotions that were hidden inside me. So when I'm dancing, I could actually apply them in my dance. If I have to contract and show some emotion, so I can detach very easily and I can actually express while dancing. Before I had very straight face while dancing, so I have started expressing.
The experience has been amazing so far. I could really learn Oriental in a very different format compared to the rest of the teachers I've learned with. Experiencing different kind of emotions in DMT, experiencing moments which I've never maybe explored.
I think Damini is the knowledge that she has about the culture, about techniques, about the style, has got me very close to the Bellydance Oriental culture itself, because without knowing or learning the culture, I wouldn't have been able to inculcate the style of Oriental in me. Apart from that, I think Damini is someone who's very disciplined, very giving, she has a lot of depth, and these are some qualities that I take back to my life when I leave class.
So the question is about what differently are you feeling or understanding about classic songs right now after adding all the assignments and homework that you have done?
So I think currently what we are doing in our homeworks and assignments is that we are breaking each layer that goes into performance or into choreographies, which is starting right from not just one technique, but because we are not just doing the arms or the hips, but we are also always moving whenever we are doing a piece. So then breaking each and every layer open, and then exploring each of that on the song that we are doing currently since past 3 weeks, which is by Abdul Halim Hafiz. So that is how I think even in the homeworks we have been doing since past 2 weeks. We are adding each layer every time we go back home. We develop it, we come to class, and then we add a third layer which we learn in the class. Like today we learned the axis. So I feel that now our homework is going to be whatever we have built so far with the foot pattern, techniques, melody, lyrics, rhythm. Now add axis to it. So every time we come to the class, we add one layer, we go back home, we develop it, and then we put it in the classic that we are learning currently.
Yes, and to add, like we also added to understand the individual words from the lyrics, like what does that particular word mean, and so that we add our emotions and interpretations. That will also help when you form a base, like Vidhi already said, we are adding one technique, one layers, rhythms, arm patterns, and the basic footwork and everything. So even that lyrics interpretation, what the song is about, what that person is trying to talk about through a song, through a melody. So that is also a very different thing, and it is helping us a lot.